Hello everyone, Carlos Flores back on basics. So, before we begin, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. If you have a topic, a feedback, if you have any questions, if you want me to give you a take on any of your topics or any other questions that you post in the comment section. So that way I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, you are more welcome to. On Facebook, you can type Carlos Flores Jr., and then that'll help search for me. On Instagram and on X, you can type in at Back on Basics. On Threads, you can also type in at Back on Basics or just Back on Basics, and it will lead you to my profile. So, today's topic is about accepting your unique self. Why am I saying that? And why? Because I've done this before. I've done this video before, but I want to make sure that you understand that, right? That we're all unique. We all have something that nobody else does, or nobody else thinks about, or nobody else wants. There's a lot of different things. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm very unique because I have driven so many cars, so many different makes, so many different car types. I mean, I've driven Mercedes, I've driven BMWs, I've driven Toyotas, uh, Hondas. I mean, honestly, the only one that I haven't driven yet, which I've been curious about, is an Audi. So, but I've driven a whole slew full of cars, and I'm not even a professional driver. It just so happens that cars from different makes, from different years, from different ways have gone in and out of my life, and I love it. And you know what that does? It just makes me appreciate the fact that, sometimes a car is a car, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, right now, I'm currently driving my dad's Toyota Tacoma, my mom and dad's Toyota Tacoma, and I love the truck. I love trucks. I can haul stuff. I can do that. But anyways, why does that make me unique? Because not that many people have driven a lot of different makes of cars, a lot of different years of cars, a lot of different styles of cars, a lot of different ways that, I mean, I'm to the point where I'm okay whichever car I get. And it doesn't have to be a new car, right? You can also get a car through rental places where they use it as a rental, and then you get it for a fraction of the cost. I mean, yes, it's going to have some miles to it, but if you keep it, if you keep the maintenance schedule, it'll last you forever. And it could be a lot of different types of cars, a lot of different makes, a lot of different body types. I mean, they're usually either the current year or the year before. I mean, again, right? What more do you ask? I mean, that's kind of like a segue as to why, uh, you know, things make my education makes me unique. I see things from different perspectives. Uh, I adapt. That's another thing that I do. I adapt because I have learned in my years that adaptation helps a great deal. That also makes me unique, as people are still looking at something specific, or a specific topic, or a specific problem, looking for a solution. I'm looking for, because sometimes one solution may not be the one. Remember what I say, right? If you use your support system, you're going to get a number of different solutions from different perspectives. And so it is up to you to choose which one you're going to try. And sometimes it may not work. Believe me, you may think, oh, this is it, but then it's not. And so you have to make sure that you believe and accept in your uniqueness, your unique self, because you are. And I've been saying in the past few videos that you should be trying to be somebody else. Why? Because other people, they are unique. There's a lot of different things why they are unique. But the ones that I emphasize on is our life experiences, right? You haven't lived their life. You haven't seen their ups and downs. All you see is what you see in front of you, right? I could pretend that I'm a rich person and buy the most expensive stuff and, you know, like some people did on Instagram when Instagram first came out, they would stand in front of a car that wasn't even theirs and took pictures and made it as if they were the ones who owned the car. I mean, again, let's be unique. Let's embrace. Let's accept our unique selves because it does. I mean, it's something that helps the world go around. I mean, you don't want similar people, or you don't want this people that are the same, because then there's no critical thought. Everybody just does what everybody does. And what is that? I mean, then you're beginning to become complacent. You're becoming similar, if not the same as everybody else. You don't want to do that because your uniqueness is what makes you who you are. Look, I'm trying to grow my hair a little bit. I don't know how long it's going to last. I mean, I haven't shaved it yet. I mean, my beard I like. I just trimmed it a little bit more. I mean, it's, again, right? I have nice hair. I may have a little bit more white hair, but I have nice hair if I grow it out. I'm trying to see how it looks. I'm trying to see if I can stand it, because last time I couldn't stand it, and that's the reason why I shaved it bald. And so again, that's just my unique self, right? And so again, find yourself, right? Get to know yourself and then accept yourself for who you are, because you are unique. You are that person that can help others because of the way that you think, because of the way that you do the mind body balance, because of your life experiences that they have not, or we have not experienced. Believe me, you have experienced so many different things that you haven't talked about, that you think that are small, but to somebody else, they're huge things. Those are the things that are going to help them get to their goals because you've already experienced it. So they don't have to experience it. They will, but not as in detail as you have. Again, let them be unique. You be unique. You have to accept yourself for who you are and the unique self that you are, because it does make a difference, right? It does. At my age, I adapt. Uh, I greet people, and this is a country that usually doesn't greet people unless you're in the South or unless you're in other countries where, where those traditions are still being held. Um, but greeting people, helping people, showing empathy to people. I mean, there's so many different things that you could do to accept your unique self. But remember, don't try to be somebody else. Don't try it, because being somebody else just means that now you're an identical copy. So you're not unique. You're somebody else. But that you really have to know why they became the way that they did, because that's what makes them unique, right? And if you want a carbon copy, you can get close, but you won't be able to be 100% identical. You won't. I mean, you can get some success, right? If you're following like Steve Jobs, uh, you know, when before he passed, he had a big legacy. I mean, he had his way of thinking was so different. So I want to make sure that you understand that you have many things that make you unique. We do have similarities as human beings, but the most part, there's also uniqueness. And that's the reason why we look at things differently. And that's the reason why we can succeed in some things and fail in other things and be okay with it, because then you learn from somebody else. Not because you want to be that person, but because you want to learn from their victories and from their mistakes. So, be unique. Accept yourself as a unique individual. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at BackOnBasics9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. Again, right? If it was up to me, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be doing videos every hour. But I have to work. I have to provide. Eventually I will get there and you will see me. Because this is, for me, this is a win-win-win, because I'm in front of the cameras, which I wanted to do as wanted to act as a professional wrestler, acting as well. I can record videos. I can use my knowledge and my life experience to help people out. And then on top of that, remember, I'm leaving this so that way my kids can see me way after I'm not on this earth. It's a win-win-win. And that, ladies and gentlemen, makes me unique. Back on basics.